Hij is in Nederland, de zelfbenoemde sjeik al-Haddad. Vanochtend om 10 uur landde hij op Schiphol. En omdat het gastcollege op de Vrije Universiteit niet doorging, was er een alternatief programma in elkaar gesleuteld. Zo kwam hij opdraven in het NTR-programma De Halve Maan, om vervolgens in de moskee los te gaan op vrouwen, homo's en joden. Wij gingen met hem mee op tournee.
مبسوط انت في هولندا ولا؟
مبسوط جدا جدا سعيد جدا.
وشو رايك على الناس اللي ما يريدوا كانوا يفوتوك معهم لهولندا؟
الله يهديهم.
الله يهديهم. هذا بس الوحيد حتقوله؟
بس الله يهديهم.
طيب فينا نتكلم معاك بعد ما نخلص الانترفيو؟
ممكن اذا في وقت ممكن.
اذا في وقت. طيب ليش بدنا نتكلم على 5 دقائق بعدين
لانه لازم.
لماذا؟
لانه لازم ياخذوني الان.
طيب يعني احنا قاعدين اقعد معاك واتكلم معاك ما في مشكله. ليش ما تتكلم معنا؟
لاني مشغول.
ما فيش عندك 5 دقائق ولا؟
وقالوا لي انه ما فيش عندي ولا دقيقه.
هم قالوا لك ولا قالوا لك شيء ثاني؟ هم قالوا لك هيك ولا قالوا لك شيء ثاني؟
قالوا لي هيك وهيك.
It's a shock because member of parliaments, they should investigate the matter before they come up with a conclusion. This is one thing. The other thing, I think they have more important things to debate, to discuss, rather than a visit of a single person to the country who has visited the country a number of times. I visited the Netherlands a number of times. I spoke in different occasions, in different conferences, and it went fine. I had a very positive experience, except my experience with KLM, because one time I lost my bag. Anyway, media will put this tomorrow in the press, and they will say he is anti-KLM. Yeah. So I would like to appeal to those MPs just to listen to this kind of discussion, and that's why my presence here is a proof that I'm open for discussions, debates, for academic discussion, for us to coexist peacefully with each other and to discuss the way forward.
But is a scholar superior to a normal Muslim? Do you consider a scholar to have more right to speak about Islam than young students or me, maybe?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Do you have a doubt about that? Do you think?
I don't understand.
I think Mr. DB has a real doubt about that. Yes.
Okay.
No, because you got the question today. Do you allow yourself to doubt? Do you allow yourself to think maybe this is not what I'm preaching? Maybe it's not the way Muslims should live. Do you allow yourself to doubt?
And as I told you, there are certain things in Islam that are clear. No one can doubt them. Yeah. And when you tell me that whether the scholar is more qualified to speak about Islam than a normal Muslim, I said yes.
No, not more qualified. You have studied much more about Islam than, for example, myself. But do you have more right to speak about Islam? Do you have the right to say what is good and what is bad?
Right. Do I have more right? This is belonging to the qualification. For example, if I am qualified as a doctor, yeah, am I qualified to say that this particular thing is bad for health or not?
Of course.
That's the answer.
No, that's
so. If I know.
No.
So. Okay, by the way, don't take it personally.
No, of course not. No, I like this. I like the debate.
Okay.
No, but
so what let me say.
So, Tovik DB, what do you want to say?
What I wanted to say was, when you said today to the woman that did not wear hijab, that you did not want to sit with her at the table, I think a lot of girls, young Muslim girls that watched that, they were
offended.
Maybe offended, but also felt that did not wear a headscarf, maybe felt a bad Muslim because you said that. And do you accept the fact that a female Muslim can consider herself fully Muslim and not live the way you think she should live?
Okay. First of all, I clarified my position. Yeah, I said here in the West, we are facing so many problems. We have the economical recession, and that's why I want.
No, but that's a decoy. It's like you don't want to answer the question.
No. I will answer it. Don't worry.
Okay.
But I want the MPs to discuss more serious issues.
Yeah.
Okay, such as the recession, the credit crunch, the gun crime, the crimes in the society, drugs, etc., etc. Yeah. So we have all these problems. And it has been proven that women play a major role in the stability of the society throughout the family. The family values are the core values for a stable society. Now, once we talk about family values, I advocate this openly. I say the best role for women to play is to be good mothers, supporting the family and supporting the society through this. We are suffering, and there are statistics about this, we are suffering from women who are abandoning their children, or women are following media because
are we getting to the point where it helps society that you send women away from the table?
Just a minute, please. Let me just complete my point, yeah? Okay?
Well,
otherwise
point is the key word there, I think.
Yeah, okay. So, if I am promoting this role for women, yeah, it will be hypocritical for me to accept roles that I advocate the opposite of it.
And now the question of
so that was
Mr. Haddad. Now the question
that was the explanation of my point.
Of Mr. Bessems. Are we getting to the point where it's better for society to not allow women on the table?
No. It's not like this.
But
okay?
why don't you allow women on the table?
As I said, that I speak to women a lot. In fact, as I said before, and I want media to put this, by the way, media, be careful, don't cut and paste. You have to be honest with yourselves. Yeah?
No, but
yeah.
I didn't.
Let me put this.
I didn't know that you were objecting to women on the table. Otherwise, I saw it on TV just this afternoon. Otherwise, I would have put probably a woman on the table. Because why would you object to it?
Yeah, because it goes against what I advocate. I advocate that women should play a major role in the society, not should be after media. We always look, or many women in the West, they feel inferior to men, and they think that any differentiation in rights, it means that they are less than men. However, they might be superior to men from that angle.
Mr. Bessems?
Well, Mr. al-Haddad, you're pretending like this is only about your personal choice, about how you choose to live your life. But the difference is you impose it on others. You use all the freedoms that this society has to live your life the way you want to. You enjoy that luxury of freedom. But today you didn't just demonstrate something about your personal choice. You tried to impose it on others. You demanded that someone else who chooses to live their life in a very different way to leave the table. That's not just being consistent in your own choice. That's imposing it on others and not being able to deal with freedom.
I was invited, and I said, this is my choice. Okay? I was invited, and I said, I don't like fizzy drinks because of, for whatever reason.
You don't like fizzy drinks, and you don't like women at the table.
No. See, you don't need to put words on my mouth. Yeah, this is not a good way of speaking to the one who disagrees with you. So I said, will you host me with this condition or not?
You have fans.
Will you accept me with this condition or not? And you said yes. I did not impose my opinion to you. I did not tell you, see, I am coming and I am forcing you to give me maybe tea and not fizzy drinks. You said, okay, come to me, and I said, okay, don't put fizzy drinks. You said, okay, fine with me. So I came. So if I come, then you say, well, you dictated your opinion on me. This is not right.
But what would you think would happen if you allowed her to sit? What do you think is the problem that is being caused if she would sit at the table and speak to you?
I just explained it to you.
Because she will take the role of the man and you don't want her to take...
I just explained to you that this goes against what I advocate, and this goes against my own, against what I advocate, and it looks hypocritic, okay, if I advocate something and I do the opposite. So yes. I think you should appreciate that I am a principled person, and I did not enforce this upon anyone. No, they invited me, and I said, this is my condition.
Shh. No.
Would you say that if you, because you say I'm not imposing it, in a lot of countries it is imposed. A lot of Islamic countries it is imposed. People who don't want that, who want to leave that, I mean, of course that is oppression, wouldn't you agree? In a country where you as a woman are obliged to wear this or that,
Not
that's
allowed
oppression.
to drive. In Saudi Arabia, a woman is not allowed to drive. It's imposed by the
Or in
the
Iran,
state.
she should wear a headscarf. So you don't have the choice. In my opinion, that would be called oppression.
Why did you consider it like this? First of all, I'm not supporting Saudi Arabia. I'm not supporting Iran.
No, I'm
Okay?
just wondering, this discussion we had it on that, you said I'm not imposing it,
Yeah.
because I'm just asking for it and you agree with it. So,
Yeah.
But in other
Asking the
countries
one
it
who
is
hosted me.
imposed. And if it is imposed, would you say it's wrong?
We need to look at it from the bigger picture, because, see, imposing things on the subjects of any country, I think this is part of the law. It depends on what they are imposing. In England, for example, there are many things that are imposed on us.
Driving on the
because
left side is imposed. Yes. Yeah.
For example,
But-
you cannot park your car anywhere. No one can say this is oppression.
But
So
if you
there
don't-
is a set of laws that have to be
That is
followed.
right, but would you say that in that respect, would you say that imposing somebody to wear a headscarf is not oppression? Would you? I would call it oppression. Maybe you don't, but I would call that
Okay,
oppression.
so
Isn't it the
it
same?
depends.
Can
It
I-
depends.
can I- isn't
Okay,
it the
just
same?
Wait a
okay,
moment,
let-
Tovik. I just want. I'm
one-
very interested in the answer, but
Okay,
Okay, sorry.
it is not
Yeah.
an attack.
No,
Okay,
of
it
course.
is a fair
Go ahead.
discussion. We need to look at the bigger picture. We cannot just take it in isolation of everything. And that's why, as I told you, when I came to the Netherlands in 1994, I saw many things as they are in the West. However, our perception in the Middle East about many things that are imposed by the West on their subjects were oppression.
No.
But once we understood the full picture, it was fine for
But
me.
I'm still not clear about the answer. I mean, I can see that you see some things different now that you live here, but you wouldn't call obliging women to wear headscarves oppression. You wouldn't object to that.
You cannot isolate it from the rest of the discussion. So as I told you, this is in a simple word that we need to look at the bigger picture, and we need to evaluate each situation by its own merit.
But aren't you doing the same if you say a woman has to wear the niqab or
So
whatever?
all of this discussion is just only about that incident that took place today?
No, of course not.
It's an elaboration.
To be
elaboration
honest,
of it.
we got a list. We got a list from a Jewish organization of things you allegedly said, but I don't think it's fair to confront you with things that you allegedly said and ask you, did you say it or not?
Is if you oppose a ban on, if you're against a ban on the burqa, what's the difference with then? Why aren't you against opposing? I mean, making all women wear the burqa?
No, I wouldn't say all women have to wear the burqa in the West. I haven't said this. Okay, who said this?
No,
yeah?
but-
So that's what, see, this is an example that it depends on the context and in the situation. Why aren't you accepting this? Why aren't you accepting the fact that each discussion has to be contextualized?
That's too easy. You feel like all the Muslim women in the West have to wear hijab, right? Or else it's
yeah.
not according, or
Yeah.
else they don't live according to Islam.
No, they are not living according to Islam. They are not practicing this Islamic practice. You bear the consequences. I'm not bearing the consequences.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Bessems? Do you believe in God?
Hardly.
Hardly. I mean, 80% of people in the world do believe in God, approximately. Do you ever think that maybe you're wrong with hardly believing in God?
I don't think about that much, but if I did, I could think I was wrong.